Hello friends, welcome back to TimeBucks UPSC India. So in this video, we will continue our previous videos agenda, that is fact check about the UPSC. So what are the eligibility criteria for consideration for selection of non-state civil service officers to the Indian Administrative Services? So in terms of provisions of IAS, appointment by selection, Regulation 1997, a non-state civil service officer is eligible to be considered for selection to the Indian Administrative Services provided he or she is of outstanding merit and ability and holds a gazetted post in the substantial capacity and has completed not less than 8 years of continuous service under the state government on the first day of January of the year in which his or her case is being considered in any post which has been declared equivalent to the post of deputy collector in the state civil services and has not attained the age of 54 years on the first day of January of the year for which the select list is to be prepared. However, the cutoff age has been increased to the 56 years, which shall come into effect from the select list of 2015, that is for the vacancies which may arise between 1st January 2015 and 31st December 2015, as per the amendments to the IAS selection regulation dated in 17th March of 2015 and clarification dated in 20 March of 2015 issued to the DOP and T Government of India. So, what is the crucial date for reckoning the eligibility of officers for the vacancy of a particular year? So, the crucial date for reckoning the eligibility of officers for inclusion in the zone of consideration is to be taken as the 1st January of the year in which the promotion quota vacancies arises. So next is what is the notional date of reckoning the availability of the eligibility officers. So the notional date of reckoning the availability of eligible officers in the state services for consideration for promotion is to be taken as 31st December of the vacancy year. Then who are the cadre controlling authorities for the IAS, IPS and IFS? The central government is the cadre controlling authority for the three All India services. In terms of provisions of the respective IAS, IPS, IFS promotion regulations, the central government means Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievance and Pensions, Department of Personnel and Training for the IAS, Ministry of Home Affairs for the IPS and Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change for the IFS. The vacancies to be filled under the promotion quota for each year are determined by the central government in consultation with respective state government, and the final appointments are also made by the central government. So who does play the role of state government for union territories, that is UT? So for promotion to the union territory segment of joint AGMUT cadre, the state government means the Ministry of Home Affairs for the IS and IPS and the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change for the IFS. So what is the role of UPSC in promotion or selection to the All India services? So once the vacancies for promotion or selection to the All India services have been determined by the respective cadre controlling authorities in consultation with the state governments concerned, the state government forwards the proposal for promotion or selection for the relevant years to the commission through the single window system, that is SWS. So thereafter, the proposal is examined by the commission in detail and deficiencies, if any, are communicated to the state government concerned for the rectification of such deficiencies. After the proposal is complete in all respects, the meeting of the selection committee is convened by the commission for the preparation of the list of officers as are suitable for the promotion or selection. So upon the receipt of observation of the state government and the central government on the recommendations of selection committee as required under the relevant regulations of respective promotion or selection regulations, the recommendations of the selection committee are placed before the commission for the approval. The list as finally approved by the commission forms of the select list the members of the state service officers. Appointments to the All India services are then made by the respective cadre controlling authorities. So the next step is what are the documents required to be sent by the state government while sending proposals to the commissions for convening the select committee meetings. So the answer is latest seniority list duly notified, then eligibility list of officers to be considered, Then integrity certificates duly signed by the Chief Secretary. Then statement of disciplinary or criminal proceedings pending against the officers with the date of issue of charge sheet or filing in the court of law. Then statement of adverse remarks in the ACRs which are yet to be communicated. ACRs communicated but the time limit to represent is not yet over, or representation against the adverse remarks is submitted but decision of the state government is still pending. Then next criteria is statements of penalties imposed during the last 10 years with the brief particulars, date of penalty and the currency period of penalty. Then statement of court cases having a bearing preparation of the selected list. Then complete ACR dossiers containing the original ACRs with non-recording certificates indicating valid reasons for missing ACRs. A statement of available ACRs with the reasons for missing ACRs. Next up in the list is when can a meeting of the selection committee for a particular year be convened for promotion of IS, IPS and IFS. So a meeting of selection committee for the vacancies of a particular year can be convened at any time after the vacancies have been determined by the central government, provided a proposal complete in all aspects is furnished by the state government concerned to the commission. However, commission advises the state governments from time to time to complete this exercise as early as possible during the year. Next up is what is the composition of selection committee. So composition of selection committee is specified in the schedule of the promotion regulations which are available on the website of Government India, Department of Personnel and Training DOPT and WIS, that is www.persmean.government.in. Member of the commission shall not invalidate the proceedings of the committee if more than half of the members of the committee have attended the meetings. So what is the select list? The list of officers recommended for induction into all India services for a particular year vacancy by the selection committee forms the select list for the year after it is finally approved by the commission in terms of relevant provisions of the promotions or selection regulations. So the number of officers in the select list cannot exceed the number of vacancies notified for that year by the cadre controlling authority concerned. So whether year-wise select lists can be prepared if the selection of committee does not meet for that year. So yes, in case the selection committee meeting could not be held by 31st December of the previous years, year-wise select list can be prepared as and when of the selection committee meets again in terms of proviso to regulation 5, section 1 of the promotion regulations. So what is the validity period of the select list? In terms of regulation 7, section 4, the validity period of the select list is up to 31st December of the year in which the selection committee meeting is held or 60 days after the select list is approved by the commission, whichever is later. So guys, these were some of the questions that are in the fact list of mine. So there are many more questions to come that I will cover into next videos. Meanwhile, do check out my previous videos. Subscribe to the Timebox UPSC India and keep watching these videos for your knowledge. Thank you.